What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pound for Pound House. Alex POATAN Pereira. What is there not to like about this guy anymore? I mean, don't doubt him anymore. I thought Jamal Hill was going to win. Obviously, that didn't happen. He finished him fairly easy. I mean, he's just the superstar now, Alex. I mean, how can you not like him anymore? Like, how can you even doubt him? Forget about not liking him. How can you doubt him, right? At this point, you can't doubt the guy. He is shown that he can fight anyone, basically at any level. And he's fought Jan Blachowicz, he's fought Jamal Hill, he's fought Yuri, and he's took them all out. The top of the division, he's gotten rid of it. Now, where does he go from here, right? I mean, he's obviously wants to go up. He wants to go fight at, heavyweight against Tom Aspinall, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think they allow that for now, because Aspinall's still just a interim champion. He's not really a champion. He's still the interim champion, even though, we all think he's the champ. He's still got to, either fight John Jones, or John Jones has still got to fight Stipe, or whatever the hell's going on with that division, but whatever. There's still so much, that's got to happen in that division before any title shots really, go on. So, I don't know if it makes sense for him to go up right now. But at the same time, does Pereira have that much time left over? Does he, how long does he have in this game still? Probably not that many more years. I think he's like 36 or 37 years old. He's getting towards the end of his career. Even though if you look at it, he's just kind of really new to his MMA career. He's been dominant. He's won multiple titles, multiple divisions, right? And he's still rising as a star. But, age is one of those things you can't defeat. And unfortunately, he's on the wrong side of it. But it's looking like he's just getting better. He could be like, Glover and fight to like 42 or 43 or whatever it was. And maybe, be dominant till then. But at this point, the only person I see him going up against is Ankalaev. There's nobody else that is in that division that he can really fight at this point. He has to be Ankalaev. Who else is left? If you really think about it, there's nobody else there. And just to go back on that heavyweight part, I don't think he beats Tom Aspinall. Listen, I understand he came in after his, weight cut. He was like 223 pounds, and, he probably can weigh in as a pretty decent size heavyweight. But I feel like I always say this. I always say Aspinall's like the second coming of John Jones, in my opinion. I think he's young, so he's so, he's so hungry, he's so strong. This guy is like, he's got all the skills, and every aspect of the game, he's really good at it. So when Alex faces somebody like Aspinall, I don't think he gets past him, because he's going to fight him where there's the least path of resistance, which is the ground, and Aspinall's really good at that part. Even though if POATAN prepares, whatever for it, there's a couple factors you have to look at. One, he has to play into the fact that he's going up a weight, so the power is going to be different. I think Aspinall's like 250 or 260 or some crazy number like that, and that's one. Number two, he has to know that he's going up somebody who's been doing grappling and all this going on for pretty much majority of his career, his life, for as long as he's been training. So, 6 months of training, a year of training is not going to compare to somebody who has, pretty much almost all their life training, right? And just looking at those two things alone, tells you that how difficult it would be for Alex to move up and fight somebody like Aspinall. At the same time, puncher's chances there. That doesn't mean that can't happen. Of course, anybody can get knocked out, So that's always that's always something that's there. And, POATAN does have those nuclear hands. But somebody like Aspinall, I don't feel like he's gonna sit there and just be like, yeah, let's go trade, let's go, I gotta prove myself against you. No, Aspinall's just gonna take the least path of resistance. He's just gonna go ahead and take him down, and then probably submit him. And that's probably the way he would go about it. I feel like, at least. Now, the thing is, he's got to go up against. I feel like he's gonna end up going up against Ankalaev, which is kind of like I said, makes the most sense. I feel like Alex, that's where he should be going, and it's probably where he's gonna end up anyways. And that fight is very interesting because, once again, Ankalaev is somebody that will not be sitting there and trying to, be like, hey, I'm gonna knock this guy out or whatever. He's gonna take the least path of resistance, which is taking him to the ground. Dagestani sambo wrestling in general, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, Ankalaev is really good at it. I mean, yes, he has lost one time, but he lost against, I think it was Paul Craig, who's a master at jiu-jitsu, but that's another story. But he's going to be going up against somebody like Pereira, who's just a kickboxer, really. He was mainly just a kickboxer, right? That's his background. Obviously, he's become an MMA fighter, and he's an MMA fighter now. And, he's an amazing fighter at that. But somebody like Ankalaev, it's gonna be different. The fight's not gonna be the same as it was with Hill. And also, you know what? You gotta say that all fights do start on the feet. So there's a possibility, it just goes just like how Jamal Hill's fight was, a minute long, 2 minutes long, whatever it was. And Alex Pereira knocks him out. That could be a possibility too. But I don't think so. I think Ankalaev plays it a lot more smarter. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But I think that's where his direction is. I think he fights Ankalaev. Jamal Hill is fighting Roundtree, which was interesting to see that happen, that they just announced that. I feel like Jamal Hill should have probably fought Yuri. He's fighting way down, like he's fighting all the way back to, Roundtree, which is like, I think, number 8. Listen, I guess he just wants to get one back. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be an interesting match to see how that plays out, because Roundtree is also a kickboxer, and they're both going to be kickboxing, so it's going to be interesting to see how that fight happens. Roundtree against Pereira would be also good. I'd like to see that happen as well. It'd be a good kickboxing match, but I don't know if Roundtree gets past Jamal Hill, so we'll see June what happens there. But I think for Pereira, it's gonna have to be Ankalaev, and then after Ankalaev, I think the only other person, Rockets just got beat. He probably just have to do a rematch with Yuri. If he beats Ankalaev, he would have to rematch Yuri. That would probably make the most sense at that point. Because I felt like that fight was prematurely finished, and I feel like that fight, was stopped too fast. So I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But to jump back at UFC 300 for a second, man, was that a good finish though from Pereira. Pereira did, he went in there and really did his thing. He did the Kabi at the end. He did the Chama. He had the chant going after his fight, post-fight. He went out there and just dismantled Hill. Like, he made him look like nothing out there. And then it was funny how he stopped the nut shot that he had gotten and told the ref, like, yeah, just back up. I got this. I'm gonna, put this guy to sleep real quick. We'll talk about this shot later. Dude was amazing. What an amazing fight. Well, what an amazing couple minutes. He was able to, he was just comfortable. He's out there super comfortable. And, shows what type of level he's on. When it comes to striking, man, I don't know if anybody could touch him. I really don't think anybody's there on that level to touch him. So we'll see, once again, how it plays out with most likely, I feel like it's going to be Ankalaev, which is next fight. But we'll see how that fight plays out. We'll see who takes it. I don't even want to bet against him anymore. I don't feel like making goddamn prediction videos anymore, honestly, because it's like, you know what? It's like going against somebody like Pereira now is just like, I feel like Drake right now, So, yeah, I'm not betting against Pereira. I'm not even gonna listen. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. May the best man win, and that's that. But yeah, I mean, those are the paths for Pereira. I don't see any other way it going. Jan Blachowicz is in the mix, but I don't see anything else happening there. I think it's Ankalaev, which is well deserved, especially after that knockout of Johnny Walker. So yeah, I think that's where it goes. If you guys have a different thought on it, if you guys feel like it goes somewhere else, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what your thought on that. And hey, chama. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video. Also, if you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can see all the new